Hi, hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about healing and how healing can benefit animals. I don't know how many of you have heard about animal healing and how it works. I would like to welcome you on this live today, where we are going to talk more about animal healing and how healing can help your pets. I'm Dr. Parul Chaudhary. I'm an animal communicator. I'm an animal healer, and I have been working for many, many years healing animals. Actually, my journey started out first healing animals, and then later I added communication to my tools, my toolbox, I would say rather. So, what is animal healing and why healing? And when we think about healing, there are only few things that come in our mind. Whenever you think about healing, what do you think? The first thing that comes up if somebody needs to be healed is okay, they need a medicine, probably they need a remedy, or we will have to treat them physically. But sometimes healing is much deeper than just treating a physical wound or an injury or an ailment or a disease. Healing is a total holistic way of looking at how your animal is not only feeling physically, emotionally, and mentally. So, when we talk about healing an animal, we look at all the areas. And how is it done? Sometimes people ask me, and when I'm healing in my sessions, they just see me standing, moving my hands, moving energy, and they are very intrigued to know how actually this works. So I thought, let me come here and talk and share with you how actually it works. I'm not going to heal you. I'm not going to show a demo also on healing. But what I'm going to do is that I am going to share with you how this can help your pet. First of all, who needs healing? When do you decide your animal needs healing? Healing is something that can be given to anybody at any point of time. So you want to boost the immunity of your pet, you can healing is a good way to go. You want to cure something, there is a disease, there's an ailment, say for example they're suffering from joint pains, from joint issues, or they're having any skin issues, anything like a lifestyle disease. Our animals also have lifestyle disease, I'll tell you why. So thyroid, or they are going through a difficult time or a phase. Cancer is rising in animals. It is on such a rise that every time I'm meeting people and I'm connecting with their animals, 10 out of 1 is suffering from cancer. That is a very, very high number that's happening. Though that's another discussion, why and how, but I will tell you how healing can support. So then and what are the signs you will come to know? How will you come to know my pet needs healing? So the subtle signs are your pet is feeling off. He's not behaving the way he usually does. He's feeling a little distant. He does not want to do the things that he would enjoy. Or if there is an issue that is happening which could be emotional in nature, you will see a total different version, from being calm and quiet to suddenly being very edgy, or from being edgy going to calm and quiet. So anything that shifts in them, whether it is shifting in their physical body or whether it is shifting in their energy body, is a good sign that I am out of balance and I need healing. Because for animals and humans, there's a little difference. Humans are they're making their own choices. They're making their own food choices, what they will eat, how will they eat, which food can heal them, which is good for them, which is not so good for them. But with animals, there is a little difference. They are a lot dependent on us. If they are living with us, they are our pets. They depend on all their needs on us. We are the ones who decide what kind of food we are going to serve them, whether we are going to give them a species appropriate food, or whether we are going to keep them on a diet like us. Probably if you're a vegetarian, you just choose to put your animal into a vegetarian diet. If you are if you feel that no, I am very busy and I'm not able to make fresh food, so I will put my pet onto a diet which is more processed. So these are the choices that we are making for them. We are deciding for them how they are going to eat. And for animals, food is a very, very important factor when it comes to their overall health and well-being. So I understand everybody to oneself, and everybody has their own issues or probably challenges. That's why they're feeding this food and not feeding that one. But you should always look and see what is the species appropriate diet for your pet. What does your pet when it comes to their nutritional needs, what does your pet need in that? And looking into all those factors, you can decide that, okay, this is a diet that is good for me. For us, we take that decision. For animals also, we are taking that decision, and the animals are not able to take that decision. So many a times, just an imbalance in the nutrition is also bringing about a lot of issues. So that is the first thing I would say that you check. Sorry, that is the first thing that I would say, that you check the nutrition of your pet. And if everything seems right and still they are feeling off balance, then it's a great time to look at a holistic and a more alternative way of healing them. So that is what you can do. So if we talk about how healing works in their body, so healing is a mix of things. Somebody asked me, okay, what modalities do you use? Are you using this modality? Are you using that modality? I feel healing animals modality is just like a toolkit you have. That is just a tool in your basket. When we look at healing, when I talk about healing, I'm just scanning that animal and checking what is off. Okay, his emotions are off. Probably I need to pull out a different method and modality to heal that. Oh, he is having a liver issue. Oh, then I need this modality to heal him. So healing has to be very holistic and wholesome. At Humans of Animal Land, healing begins right from communicating with them. When we start communicating with them, when I do a communication, I do a body mapping, I understand what is off in their body, what they share with me. Then when I am healing them in my healing sessions, I look at what their soul is showing me is out of balance, what their body is showing, what is their emotional body looking like. So that is what I understand in a healing session. And sometimes we go and work on the root cause, where it is starting, what is the emotion that is disturbed, how do we release that emotion. Then our nature cures and our essences come in place. And the whole mix of communication, healing, essences, putting this, it's like a nice big platter, putting everything in place for the animal to heal is when the real healing begins. And healing is something that the body knows. Your body knows how to heal. Your animal's body knows how to heal, because you see the pets who are outside the animals which are outside, not the pets, the animals which are there on the road, they know how to heal. They understand. A dog which is injured, even if not treated in some time, will know what leaves to eat, how to lick myself, or I need to be in the mud to cool this off. They understand that process, and gradually their body starts kicking in and they start self-healing. So our body has a memory, it has a remembrance, it knows how to heal. But sometimes view the animal's body like like an energetic map. See it like a map. There is all threads, there is a lot of movement of energy. This point connects to that point. It's like a nice web. And sometimes those threads get entangled. Sometimes it could be your meridians which are getting entangled. Sometimes your chakras could be blocked. Sometimes your chakra is overworking. Sometimes your energy centers are not open. So all these things, when they open up in front of you like a map, then you pull out tools from your energy basket and you start clearing and healing what is not serving them, what is not good for them. So this is how I think I went a little off the topic talking about healing, because it's so close to my heart. And I feel that healing is something that should be offered or given to every animal, because it's a lovely energetic reset. So what all we do at Humans of Animal Land, we have a lot of modalities which we use. We use Prana Healing. That is almost like a reset, and that is working on each and every area. Suppose a animal is suffering from something which is very emotional, very overwhelming, a behavior. He's barking, he's withdrawn, he's not interested in meeting people, he's aggressive, he's feeling shy. All those things these animals are bringing up can be released through the Prana Healing. And then when we talk about the core reset healing works on multiple areas of the body. So if we say that the gut is, suppose your pet is having a skin issue, skin is all flared up, you're treating the skin, you're giving medicines, you're applying medicines, and still things are not working well for your pet, that is when a core reset healing steps in. Why? Because it's a great way of supporting whatever you're doing with your animal. If you are going to a veterinary practice, you're looking at a veterinarian, taking medicines, applying, you can use healing alongside. It's a great way to support, boost the recovery, and it is very long lasting. So if we say the skin is not working well, then we have to look at the gut also. If the skin is off balance, definitely there is something happening inside the gut. And 100 times in body mapping that I do with animals, they show me that you are treating my skin, but actually there is an imbalance in my gut. They show me the specific areas, the energy centers which are blocked, which need to be cleared, which need to be cleansed for our skin to start self-healing. Similarly, if they're having a joint issue and they are suffering from pain, stiffness, arthritis, it's a great healing to go for, because it resets your entire body system. If you are struggling, if your pet is struggling with any, I keep saying you, but that you is your pet. So if your pet is struggling with any heart related issues, it's a great way. Prana healing, core reset healing, these two healings work very well in those areas as well. If they're having any liver kidney issues, if they are having high increased blood values of imbalance, could be cholesterol, could be liver issues, could be imbalance of nutrients in their body, that can all be cleansed with the blood cleansing technique. So there is so much that can be done in a healing session for your animal. Then we look at our other modality, which is called as the cancer healing. I know that is one healing which I feel has helped so many animals, and animals respond to it so beautifully. I can't even tell you. Because when we are healing an animal with a cancer, the animal is thankfully in a great emotional state, because versus a human having that ailment, the moment the human has an ailment, then they are processing, they are thinking, oh my god, I have got this disease, what's going to happen now, this symptom will come up, that symptom will come up. So but when you start healing animals, the difference is that they love the energy frequency, they are not expecting anything, they are not envisioning any symptoms, they don't know whether it's going to become worse or bad. In the physical plane, they are not aware of that, but in the soul plane, they understand why they have chosen it, what's going to happen. But in the physical plane, they're very open, they love the energy, they are not worried what's going to happen to them tomorrow. They're totally present here, and whatever energy you give them, whatever healing you offer them, they totally absorb it and imbibe it. So cancer healing helps a lot of pets in mobility, in pain-free life, whatever life they have, it's pain-free. And many a times, if it is done at an earlier stage, we are able to work with the veterinary sciences and work with holistic practices. We are able to shrink and gradually eradicate those cancer cells. And many of them feel healthy, and whatever life they have, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, they are able to live that life absolutely pain-free. And after the cancer healing, I have a very dear modality to my heart. It is called as Lumithera. This is a channeled healing. This is my trademark modality. I have channeled this process. I have channeled this frequency. It is just not a method. It is a beautiful way of releasing what your pet is been holding for too long. And this could be imbalancing their physical body, emotional body, just going with the slight frequency and seeing what all needs to be released and how the healing can be accelerated. This is a lovely modality. You can go on my website and read a lot about all these healing modalities. And many a times people ask me, what will happen after the healing? How do we know whether it is working, not working for our pet? So there are very simple signs. Immediately after a healing, you will see them beautifully sleeping, relaxed. Some will just want to release. Some would want to have water. Some would want to go and pee and, release that energy. These are all small little signs that, yes, that healing is working. They have really absorbed and imbibed that healing, and it is doing well for their body. And eventually, once we continue healing them, you see the shift in energy. Once the energy shifts in the emotional body, the physical body and the energy body starts aligning, the physical body starts aligning, and you see them feeling happier, healthier, their values change, their body shifts into uh, a more peaceful space. Somebody who's having a joint issue, you see them, they're walking comfortably, they do not have pain. I love doing this for a lot of senior pets, because I know in the later stages of their life, their mobility becomes an issue, their joints become stiff. So I love doing the core reset healing with them, because it is so satisfying to see them walk again, to move about again, and be healthy again. So I have some questions here. Nitika is asking, I was going through your website and came across Lumithera Healing. Could you please explain what it is and how it's different? I just spoke about that. But how it is different, as I told you earlier, Lumithera is a channel frequency. This is not a method. It cannot be learned. You go and Google it on the web. You will not find anything, because this is something which is being channeled. This is something which comes working intuitively with your guides, with your animal guide team, and they leading you and they showing you how you can use that energy to effectively heal them and release things which are blocking their process of self-healing. So this is a wonderful way. I cannot exactly explain you how it works. It is something that you will have to experience with the animal. And the best part with the Lumithera healing is not only the animal gets healed. When you're sending that energy, it changes the entire space. So if you are also in that space and you're living with the animal, you'll be able to experience the shift. You'll be able to experience how your animal's body is shifting, how the animal is healing, and how are you feeling around that. And all these healings can be done remotely. So you need not be displaced from your space, because I know animals don't like going to the vet. They hate unknown, strange places. That is why this healing works very beautifully, even when done remotely. It's a very gentle way of healing them without disturbing them. They just can be in their own space, in their own comfort, and still healing can happen. Because energy does not, when you're moving energy, you don't need the physical presence, because in the energy world everything moves fast. Let me give, some people ask me, how does that work? I said, it just works like the radio. You switch on the radio, the person is sitting thousands of miles away, he's speaking, you can hear. Similarly, if you can send energy like that, you can definitely send energy across a screen, and you can heal people. And there's so many powerful modalities which have been happening all over the world for years, and healing has been happening in this way. So can we do healing on a regular basis so that our pets feel more healthy and happy? Surely you can do that. That also, the prana healing is a great modality to pick up if you want to heal your animals regularly and you are not very sure what issue they have, but you just want them to be healthy. You don't want them to fall ill. You just want their immunity to be strong, because the kind of food choices we are making, as I told earlier, the kind of food we are serving them may not be always appropriate for them. So it's a great idea to keep healing them on a monthly basis. I have a lot of my clients who heal their animals either once in 15 days, once in a month, they do that. Okay, the next question is, there is something wrong with your audio. Oh my God, what is wrong with my audio? Aren't you able to hear me well? Oopsie. ये तो पूरा live हो गया. Anyway, are you able to hear me better? I don't know which healing to book for my 2-year-old Goldie. Okay. Depends what is that you're looking at. As I just explained, that if your pet is feeling absolutely fine and you just want him to be healed on a regular basis, you can go and book prana healing. If you feel your pet has any issues like a skin issue, gut issue, joint health, is having a runny stomach, or is having acidity, pukes early in the morning, there's a reflex happening, if you feel stiffness in the body, there are joint ligament issues, skin issues, whatever. Actually, core reset is one healing which you can pretty much pick up for anything and everything. And as I said, cancer healing obviously will be done for cancer patients. Lumithera is a healing which you want your pet to start the self-healing process, where you feel that my pet needs this energy and my pet needs healing in a very holistic manner. That can be done. Is it similar to human healing? Well, I would say in some way yes, and in some way no. So when we are healing a human, the human is able to say a lot to us. Okay, I'm having pain here. This is where I'm feeling discomfort. You please work on this area. You do that. You do this. So when we are doing human healing, we are guided by the human, and obviously by the energy, the intuition, or the scanning, whatever we are doing. but the human becomes a main focal point for us because he's explaining everything to us. But when we are healing animals, as they are not talking to us or they're not talking to their human, I feel healing animals is a more holistic way of healing, where we are not only seeing the symptoms, what the animal is bringing up, but actually seeing how his body is responding energetically. What does the energy fabric look like? How are the meridians working? And animals have very different energy system than humans. Humans have certain chakras, animals have a few more at different places. So it is different from human healing in these small nuances and ways. We can hear you, just some fishing sound is coming. From where? Is it my AC? Is this better? I do not know. I'm pretty much done on the fag end of my life. Um, so it was lovely talking to all of you and connecting with you. And I hope you are able to use this information and you are able to help your animals heal. So it was lovely talking and connecting with all of you. Bye bye. Take care.